I desperately wanted to have something to hold on to. 2 years ago, when I was really, really struggling with depression, I found this book. It wasn't just a book, it was a lifeline. So 2 years ago, I was in the darkest depression of my entire life. I couldn't wake up in the morning. I couldn't get out of bed. My financial situation was the worst it's ever been. And I just didn't see the point. I didn't see the point. Nobody was there for me physically. I was alone in my apartment all the time in a new city, and nothing was working. And when I say nothing was working for me, I say nothing. My therapy helped me a lot, but it was just once a week. And at that time, I just had one therapist, and I was so miserable. I didn't hang out with friends. I was not socializing. I no longer had the person who helped me no matter what, that I could call at any time and ask for advice because my mom passed away. I just didn't know what to do. And at that time, I was working with someone who had just written a book. I was helping them with social media. We went to this publishing house here in Warsaw, and I was touring the publishing house. We were talking about the terms and agreements and contracts. And at the end of the tour, we stopped by a shelf with free books to take with you. And I saw a few books that I wanted to take, and this was one of them. I felt like the universe put this book on this shelf, and it's the recovery letters addressed to people experiencing depression. And every single person who wrote a letter that is in this book has saved my life. So I took this book with me, thinking that maybe it will help my friends when they come over and if they're struggling. But also I felt I had this deep understanding that probably, first of all, it will help me. I'll never forget how these letters made me feel seen, understood, and held. I cried so many times reading those letters because I was just fighting for a human connection from a person who was on the other side of what I was experiencing. And I want to share some of these letters with you today.